Fu Xi is the crown prince of the dragons, who strives to live in peace with humans and seeks ways to bring them prosperity. However, his carelessness leads to the release of the Black Dragon, who had been imprisoned for centuries. The Black Dragon even steals Fu Xi's superpowers. Now, there's only one way to stop him, by retrieving the legendary sword kept in the lands of the demons. In his quest, Fu Xi will be aided by the demoness Bai Yi, but the Black Dragon has his own ways of thwarting him. Public relations and marketing are often built on exaggeration and sleight of hand. Even a potentially disastrous, pointless movie can be wrapped in such attractive packaging that even the most skeptical viewers might decide to give it a chance. While Dragon Seduction can't be called a total failure, its PR team worked some serious magic on the weak hand they were dealt, managing to repaint the film's flaws as its strengths. No one is surprised when James Cameron spends a decade polishing each Avatar, but low-budget, straight-to-streaming movies usually get stuck in post-production out of necessity, not by choice. Dragon Seduction was in the works for a full 5 years, a considerable amount of time that the film's promotional materials frame as the creator's conscious desire to perfect every detail. But if the promo promised refined perfection, in reality, the long production time hardly speaks to perfectionism. It's more likely the project languished in post-production because it wasn't considered particularly promising, only to get a second wind when Chinese audiences, who made the second Ne Zha animated film a mega hit, rediscovered their interest in mythological themes. Another point emphasized in the press releases for Dragon Seduction is that it's the first full-fledged project for its production company, Ming-Yang Brothers, which previously specialized in visual effects. And it shows. The film is heavy on CGI. While its quality is a far cry from the Hollywood standard, it makes up for it with sheer saturation and vibrant colors. The film's visuals are fittingly fairy tale-like, which is important because the plot of Dragon Seduction is exactly that. This is less of a fantasy epic and more of a fairy tale. A naive, often contrived fairy tale that prioritizes not the epic scale and depth of ancient myth, but romance and the vibe of a light, magical adventure where everyone is young and beautiful, where inner growth comes not through pain, but through a gentle melancholy, and where lust, of course, always conquers all. Whether this approach is justified is another question, but in this case, we can only state the facts. This is a movie aimed at a young and not overly demanding audience. It's superficial and toothless on one hand, but colorful and rather cute on the other. It's a film you absolutely don't have to see if you're not charmed by the romance between a golden dragon and a demoness from a giant seashell, but one that honestly tries to please its target viewers. While it's obvious that no one was expecting a blockbuster hit with Dragon Seduction, for its creators this was more of a warm-up, a first foray into a genre whose fans, or rather, its predominantly female fan base, are traditionally willing to forgive a great deal.